Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by
True Digital Media Consulting. You're online right now and so are your customers, but marketing has to be a consistent journey. True Digital Media Consulting can help with your online ads, organic growth, and so much more. Contact us today at 832-934-4436 or visit our website at truedigitalmediaconsulting.com.
Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789. KOG and Company. Are your unique gifts and talents changing the world? Do you desire to belong to a community of unity? Visit KOGpassion.com to learn more about the Unleash Your Dopeness movement.
Yo, what's up out there, everybody? It is your girl, Dr. Kwanzaa, MD, and you are live on the Docs Podcast. This is your home for everything health and wellness. We are so happy to be here with you again for another week. We have another great show for you guys about health, wellness, anything you want to know about medicine. And we have a very special guest today. I might tear up a little bit today. We have a very special guest today. We have my mom here. Say hi, Mom.
Hi, Kwanzaa.
Yay! Go, Mama Eloise. So Mama Eloise is here, and she is a jack of many trades. She has held almost every job in like medicine, real world life, mom skills, and you have a very cool passionate career at the Health Museum that we're going to get into a little bit later. But if you want to contact me, you can always hit me up on Facebook at Dr._Kwanzaa MD. That's Dr._Kwanzaa, CWANZAMD.com, or oh no, that's my Instagram. I'm tripping, y'all. Facebook is just Dr. Kwanzaa MD. Instagram is Dr._CWANZAMD.com. Or you can hit me on my website at www.drkwanzaamd.com. And of course, I'm your girl, Dr. Kwanzaa. I am a board-certified ER physician. I'm the DJ doctor. We're everything music and medicine in this joint. We had a really fun weekend. Actually, DJ for one of my mom's holiday parties over the weekend, so that was pretty cool.
Yes.
How'd it go? You did okay?
I thought you did excellent. It was for the Houston chapter of Links Incorporated, and you DJ'd and you did an outstanding job. Everybody loved it.
Oh, thanks, Mom. Appreciate it. But that's not why we're here. We have like some really cool things and exciting things to talk about what's going on at the Houston Health Museum. But why don't you tell everybody a little bit more about you? She's a very interesting lady. She's a jack of all trades. She's why I do 8 million things at one time because of this lady right here. I can't settle down. I can't ever sit down. I can't ever stop moving. I'm going to blame her right here. But why don't you tell everybody a little bit about you and what you do?
Well, I'm a wife. I'm a mother
Yep.
of two. I have two most outstanding children, a son, firstborn, and of course, my baby, which is you.
Yep.
I think they're extraordinary, and I've told them both that one day when I get older, I want to be just like them because I think they're outstanding.
Thanks, Mama.
But I love to help people. I've always wanted to help people. I was always interested in being a part of the community to make sure that things are done correctly. And I try to instill that in you and Eddie so that you would grow up to understand once you get to a place in life, you have to give back. And if you don't give back, you won't keep it. You must give your talent and skills back to others.
Let's tell everybody a little bit about what you do, your background, your training, sort of your passions and interests in serving other people, and kind of how it relates to medicine and wellness. So, what's your background by?
Well, first
Training.
I started out as a social worker.
You did. That's
Yes,
right.
I started out as a social
Most people
worker.
don't even know what that is. What does a social worker do?
Well, social work
And why
is
is that
just like
important in medicine?
a mediator to help families accomplish what they want.
Okay.
But I didn't feel that I was really accomplishing what I wanted to accomplish, so then I went on for studying for psychotherapy.
And when you say you didn't get to accomplish what you wanted to accomplish, what do you mean? You felt like there was just like a lot of roadblocks in getting people help they needed?
Yes, I thought that social work is just pushing people from one agency to another. And so I decided that I wanted to actually be involved with the family where I could help the family, not by going to agencies, but psychologically helping them with their challenges. And that stemmed from, so I'll have to regress for just a second, from when I was a child. I was brought up in Harlem, New York, in my early years. And I was going to school, and because our background is Cuban and West Indian, the counselor said to me at an early age, well, since you have that mixed culture, the only thing you're ever going to be outstanding at is to become a cook. Well, I went home and I told my mother that and my father, and they told me I could not learn how to cook.
And she don't cook, y'all.
I don't cook.
This woman does not. Thank God my dad cooked growing up, because, Lord,
You
I
guys
found somebody to
would
cook.
have
Though.
starved.
Yes, Lord, because.
So she said, no.
No, you can't throw down on the macaroni and cheese.
Yeah,
though.
I can
That's
do
your-
that.
that's-
I
that's
can
like
do
your
that.
thing.
Some other things too. But
Yeah.
so I didn't really learn how to cook. My mom and dad said, no, you have intelligence. You're going to be whatever you want to be. And so that's when I started deciding that I wanted to help others.
Okay.
But when I went into social work, I didn't feel like I was really accomplishing what I wanted to do. And I wanted to get into the Black community so that I could get them to understand that it's all right to go to a counselor to get help.
That's a very
If there are
excellent point.
challenges in your life, sometimes we believe that, well, I'll go to church and the minister will be able to help my situation or challenge. But sometimes they don't have the proper training to help you. And so that's when I decided that I would go into counseling. So
Okay.
that's what I did. And I wanted to focus on adolescents.
And how many years did you do that?
Oh, I did that for at least 15 or 20 years. And
Okay.
then I went on to teach because then I figured, well, if I'm going to do this, why not teach other counselors?
Right.
So then I went to the University of Dallas, which is a Catholic university, and taught there, and also did some teaching at Dallas Community College as
Yes, I
well.
remember that.
Yeah. So I was out there assisting others. And so that became my passion to then teach.
So what's your favorite thing about counseling or therapy, or what would you say you want people to know the most about in terms of getting help or getting therapy or mental awareness?
The main thing is that your parents aren't born, when you are born into this world, your parents don't have a dictionary, an encyclopedia to tell them step by step how to be a parent. They simulate from their parents. And sometimes it's not what is the norm. And they might need help. And that's when I came into play, to help the child help the parent. Through helping the child, you help the parent.
Explain this more.
When you help a child understand the challenges, in turn, you have to bring the parent into the focus.
Okay.
And you educate
sense.
the parent on how to deal with the challenge that the child has, if the child has the challenge. Sometimes it's not the child. Sometimes it's the parent.
So sometimes your parents are crazy.
No, I wouldn't use those words. I would say sometimes the parent just doesn't know what to do.
Okay. Well, let me tell you, I do know what we have to do. We have to thank our amazing sponsors. So this episode is sponsored by True Digital Media. True. Let me just start that over. So this episode is sponsored by True Digital. You're online right now, and so are your customers. The question is, how do you actively reach them? Marketing has to be a consistent journey, and we're here to walk with you every step of the way. True Digital Media Consulting can help with website development, online ads, your business reputation, and organic growth on search engines. Give us a call today to discuss a customized strategy for your business at 832-934-4436 or send us an email to info@truedigitalmediaconsulting.com. Mention the Sphere to receive a free 30-minute strategy consultation. True Digital, we appreciate you each and every week. Thank you for supporting us. Yes, you know what I'm saying. So back to what you were saying, Mom. So what is one of your more interesting cases from your therapy life? She's like done so many things, y'all. Like we can't even get into it all. We're trying to keep it medically related, but what's one of the most like interesting cases you had, if you can remember?
I can't put one that is outstanding, but what makes me feel that what I've done, what I've accomplished in my life, is when I look on Facebook or I receive a message from a student or child that I have helped. Mm-hmm. They follow me on Facebook, and they will come back and say, Miss Eloise or Miss Pinckney, you did an outstanding job with me. I was so hard on you. Some of them give you a hard time.
Yeah.
But then when they look back and they have children, they come back and they thank you. That makes it worthwhile if you just get one child at a time. So
you
I
better
can't
go, Mom. You better go.
I learn it from you.
Oh, come on now. You're being too kind. Y'all, she gave me the hardest time growing up, though. Real talk. She was very strict. You're pretty strict.
Well, I had to make sure that you followed the right road to success. And you've accomplished that, right?
Yeah, I think so. We're doing all right.
Now I step back and I follow you.
Oh, okay. All right. No, my mom is a trip. But she's a ton of fun, and you've always been super, super active in the community, and so we appreciate all of your hard work. And I'm super excited about what we're going to talk about in a minute. We still got more time on Facebook, or how we going? Okay. All right. So, only because I'm super protective about my mama. That's right. I'm sensitive about my stuff. Y'all got to tune in and subscribe in order to continue on with Mama Eloise. That's just how we're going to roll today. So Facebook Live, we ask that you subscribe to our show on all major platforms, including iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher. Review our show in iTunes with constructive feedback. Share this Facebook Live post and the entire show with your family and friends. Donate to our mission and bring in rich and inspiring content each and every week. You can donate at www.thesphere.tv /donate. Let's try that again. www.thesphere.tv /donate. Super important. We need your help and your support. So for the month of December also, the Sphere has decided to help support the Hungerthon initiative to help end hunger in America and around the globe. So go to www.thesphere.tv /Hungerthon to donate today. That's so awesome and so important. So make sure you support us and make sure you give back to Hungerthon. And we love the Sphere for doing that and wanting to help out. And on that note, y'all got to tune in. Y'all got to hit subscribe. Y'all got to download something in order to get more of Mama Eloise, because she's got stories for days, and we're coming back talking about some really cool stuff. So we'll holler at y'all. Peace. So now let's talk about what you're doing these days.
Well, these days, I retired to come to you. Yes. Yeah. You gave me that call and said, Mama, you spent time with Eddie, that's your brother, long enough. Why don't you come to Houston? And I retired and I came. I followed. One thing I've learned, if you're going to be a good leader, you have to be a good follower. And it was time. Oh,
Lord. This lady is not. Girl, you are really clowning on here. My mama did not follow. She is not following nobody. Why are you? You are cutting up right now. Okay, Mom. We'll go with that one. She does. She's so independent. Stop it. You tripping out right now.
So we did
Oh,
come. We
okay.
did come to Houston
You
for
did.
you, right?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We
Yes,
came
ma'am.
to Houston for you,
Mm-hmm.
and we were staying at a place which was right across the street from the Health Museum.
Yes.
And I used to watch the buses with the children come to and I said, I wonder if there's something that I could possibly do over there.
Mm-hmm.
So I walked across the street. We were waiting for our place to get
Oh yeah, that was like the very
the
first
first
spot
place.
y'all said.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I
that's right.
walked across the street. I walked in, and there's some young ladies sitting at the desk. And I said to them, I have just retired, and I have nothing to do, and I want something to do. They didn't know my background, nothing. And I've been there ever since.
Now, why do you think for somebody who's retired, because one thing we talk about on the show a lot is just health, wellness, how to sustain yourself. A lot of people can deteriorate after retirement. There's been a lot of studies that show like a decline in mental function, also physical
Yes.
functionality. Do you think being busy or finding a second passion after your initial retirement, do you think that's helped you or hurt you in the long run?
I think it has helped me tremendously. I decided that I retired from a paid full-time position, but I'm never going to retire from life itself.
Better
And
preach that,
life
Mom.
itself is children.
Okay.
And I feel that youth keeps me going.
Okay.
So there were these
You've always
youth
said that.
across. I've always said that.
Yeah.
And I always feel that if they learn from me, if I can teach them something, I learn triple from them.
Mm-hmm.
So there were the students. I went over, I volunteered.
Did
They
you
took-
learn? Did they teach you how to Dougie? Go ahead. I'm just playing. This is what we
She's-
do all day.
She's clowning.
Yes, Mom. I'm clowning.
All right. So
was
I
playing.
went
Go ahead.
across
Yeah.
and I volunteered for about 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
And then they decided to put in Dr. Michael DeBakey Cell Lab. And I thought that would be an excellent idea with the schools coming in. It was something out of the norm for me.
Right.
I thought it would be, let me try it.
So he's a pretty famous guy,
Yes.
Dr. DeBakey.
Yes, he was a heart surgeon. So, of course, he was very famous, and everyone in Houston knew of him.
Yeah.
And I thought that this would be a way to make science fun for children,
Which is super
which
important.
is super important because I feared science when I was coming up. I just didn't like science. It
Right.
just, because it wasn't fun, and you want something that's fun. And so I decided that maybe I'll ask if I can work in the DeBakey Cell Lab. And I became the gatekeeper.
Oh, tell us more. I must know
A
about this.
gatekeeper is someone that entices you to come in.
Oh, so you mean like you go out and stand outside and grab people and
A
say, "Come on"?
gatekeeper.
Okay, that makes
But you,
sense.
but you have to make it fun for the families to want to come in.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, once they get in, I guarantee they're going to have fun because I'm in there.
Okay.
Along with other medical students from the different universities in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
They now come and do an internship. They're work study students, and they make it fun for the other students.
That's awesome.
It's nothing better than to have a group of high school students come to visit the lab. They can do it's a real lab. They can do real experiments there and have other individuals helping them that are almost their same age.
Yeah,
And it's fun.
that is cool.
So if we can convince one child in a class that comes through to love science, we've accomplished our goal because
Sign
they
me up.
are going. I've already got you signed up.
I know. I've been through the whole lab. It's really cool. Do you want to
So-
tell them? Do you want to tell them? Wait, hold on. Let me get one more shout out, and then I want you to tell them what y'all do in the lab and where parents can access the lab, and a little bit more about what y'all do, about the experiments, what kind of fun stuff people can expect, especially around the holidays. So, But this portion of the show is sponsored by The Sphere. And are you starting your business and looking for a place to advertise? Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or to sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue coupled with your strategic ad is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send an email over to advertise@thesphere.tv. And I'm sorry before I was... Boom! So we got to get these bills paid, Mom.
I'm sure
That's how
you do.
we're doing it.
That's right.
But before I kind of interrupted you there, you're telling us a little bit about the Cell Lab. So if a student were to walk in with their parents or with a group, what would they expect to find in the Cell Lab?
Well, first they would have to be 7 years or older.
Okay.
There are only 7 experiments in the lab. It looks much larger than that. But all of the experiments are age-related. They go from cheek cells, where a child would rub a toothpick inside their cheek and look at a cell under a microscope. They will dye the cell. You know, cells, being in the medical profession, cells are transparent. You can't see them. But it's fun. It's like dyeing an egg. At Easter, you know, when you dye eggs, they take methylene blue, they dye the cell, and they look at it under a microscope.
Right.
And you can not only tell the cells on their cheek, you can tell if they've had breakfast or lunch. And that's important.
Yeah, that's cool.
And in most cases, what we do is, did you eat breakfast this morning? And the child might say, no, I didn't. Well, you know, that's the most important meal of the day.
So you hit them with the 1, 2.
I hit them with the 1, 2.
Okay.
So you didn't eat breakfast. Well, how are you going to remember what you studied last night? Because you have no nourishment from the cheek cells going to the brain to activate the memory cells. Oh, is that why I don't remember anything till lunch? That's why you don't remember anything till lunch. I guarantee out of 5 children, 3 of them from then on will eat breakfast before they take a test or remember to eat breakfast in the morning.
That's what's up.
So that's just the cheek cell experiment. Now, my favorite one is DNA extraction.
Oh, is that with those flies?
No, I didn't get to that yet.
Okay.
The DNA extraction was wheat germ, meat tenderizer, baking soda, rubbing alcohol, 70%, and clear soap. And you make a concoction that looks like somebody threw up. But out of that, you can pull millions and millions of DNA from wheat germ. And you can actually just string it out. Then we explain to them that DNA, to find out culturally where you've come from, is only 4 ways you can get that. Through perspiration. So I tell them, think of your face. If you run and you get hot and you perspire up here, what do you get?
Sweat.
Sweat. Is it clear?
If you're not disgusting,
Well, yeah, it's clear.
Yeah.
When you look at a cartoon and it's sad, you know I cry at cartoons. What comes out of your eyes?
Tears.
Is it clear?
Yes.
When you have a cold and you have to blow your nose, what comes out?
I mean,
Boogers. It's
not
clear,
always-
right? Yeah.
Sometimes
And
that's
then when you have saliva in your mouth, what is it?
clear.
Clear.
Yes.
That's how you get DNA. Clear liquid from your body. When you explain that to them, they will never forget how real DNA is gathered. Now, you can get DNA if you pull out a hair, but you have to have a live root.
True.
So you just, how many people are going to walk around and pull out a root out of your hair? Pull your hair and then actually get a live root,
For some of the adults out there, this
This might be. Okay.
little Jerry Springer situation, or
This isn't Jerry Springer. Or you can get it from blood, but blood DNA is if they were trying to find out if you became ill. They take my blood to see if biologically there's something in my blood that was causing you to be ill, or from your dad or whatever. But real DNA when you're trying to find out if you were African, if you're English or whatever, you're going to have to be clear liquid. But that is so much fun because you make a mess at the experiment table
I know you love making a mess.
and you don't have to clean it up. Now, any child that you tell them that they can make a mess and they don't have to clean it up, they're going to be happy.
They're going to be happy.
And they look at their parents and say, she said I don't have to clean it up. And the parents say, oh, well, I guess you don't. And they don't. And it's fun.
That is cool.
Now you mentioned about my fruit flies.
Yes, hold that note. So we have one more shout out we got to give to one of our amazing sponsors, and then we will get on your disgusting little fruit flies because she loves this experiment. But I just remember it from school. It's not my fave, but it's pretty cool. It is, and you do learn a lot. So I'm not downplaying it. I'm just saying I don't like fruit flies. I could do without. But this portion of the show is sponsored by KOG and Company. Yes, come through KOG. Love them. So are your unique gifts and talents changing the world? Unleash Your Dopeness is a people empowerment movement built to encourage the masses to operate outside of their fears and have the gall to recklessly pursue their dreams and passions in life. Join thousands of others as we unlock the greatness that dwells inside. Shop dope gear at KOGpassion.com. That's KOGpassion.com and use coupon code capital DOPE exclamation mark for 10% off exclusive Unleash Your Dopeness apparel. Act now. Sizes are selling out fast. Love KOG and Company. Love their gear. Go get you some. Do it. So, back to the cell lab. So, tell us a little bit more. Tell me about your fly experiment. I know everybody loves this, but I think it's gross. It's just like probably haunts me from college and
we
fruit fly
breed,
days.
myself along with the work study students and intern, about 500 to 600 fruit flies, and we put them in tubes. Well, I think we should name them. So each tube has a name. So they have Mary, Paul, Susan, Bubba, just names. And we separate them, male and female, and then we put them together every now and then. And you know what's going to happen when you put them together.
Yeah, so you're gonna get
They
some more
produce
Bubbas and
live
Susans.
larvae.
Okay.
Now, those live larvae look like little worms.
Okay.
We take them out, and you put them under a microscope.
So
and
how do you find the larvae? Do they fall to the bottom or?
Yes, they're in a tube.
Okay.
And the tube is blue
Never
because
asked that
the
question.
larva is white so
Okay.
that you can see them. So I go and get the larva for them or the work study students because, you know, I can't do anything without my work study students and volunteers. That's how the lab is run.
Yeah.
I'm just the gatekeeper.
Right.
They do the work. So you get the larva and you have to pull off the head of this little larva. And
Oh.
he's just wiggling around. You pull the head off, but that's how you find the giant chromosomes, which are located behind the neck of a live fruit fly.
Oh wow! I probably should have made it.
Now, you have to be a certain age to
Okay.
do that
That's-
because you
that's-
can't kill something at a certain age. You have to be 13 or over in order
You know,
to do
I did
that
not do that
experiment.
experiment when I came. I went through the cell lab and I went through some of the
You
experiments.
didn't want to go
I did
there.
not. I did
No,
not
you
want
didn't
to play with the
For
flies.
someone who's a physician, you never like to kill any,
I don't
even
like
a
bugs.
fly
No.
you didn't want to kill as a child.
I don't care for it. It's not my favorite. I
No.
still don't like it now, even as a physician. Yes, we still have preferences, believe it or not, and that's just one that grosses me out. So
Yeah.
that's okay. Y'all can have that experiment, but it's still cool for the kids, and if they
It's-
enjoy it,
It's not only for children. It's from, I believe, the DeBakey Cell Lab, which is located in the Health Museum, is from age 7 to 107.
okay.
We get senior citizen groups come through on Tuesdays. There are people who have bucket lists who wanted to be a doctor and didn't become a doctor. They can come to the cell lab and do experiments.
Because don't y'all do dissections in there? And
We
stuff?
do not in the cell lab, but the museum office dissections to the school groups that come through.
Okay.
There, if you go to our website, there are millions of things that you could possibly do at the Health Museum.
What's the you know the website?
It's www.thehealthmuseum.org.
Very nice.
And it's at 1515 Herman Drive.
So right there in the medical center. So when
Right
you're breezing
in the
around by
medical
the
center,
museum,
right
you can hit up the
across
health
the
museum.
street from the park.
Right. And what other, like, just what's some other cool things that, especially around holiday time, people are always looking for cool things to do with their
Well-
kids. What else goes on at the
Well,
health
we have
museum?
camps.
Oh, I didn't know
We
that.
have camps at Christmas time, at spring break, and during the summer. They have different camps, and they're all listed on the website. You just pull that up, go on the website, and pull down the camps, and they're a week long. And each camp in the summer per week has a title, and it's all around health and STEM. And that is it.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
That's what the camps are mainly for, STEM. They're from ages 7 and up.
7 and up. And then you also have like a live heart attack that happens.
Oh, yes, we have the big heart. Yes, indeed. And it goes off every 15 minutes. And you can't touch it, but it is definitely something you have to see.
Yeah, you definitely have to get by there. If you've never seen the giant heart and the heart attack, and you can actually crawl through bowel in the health museum. It's pretty cool, actually.
A colon.
Yeah.
Yes, you
Colon
can do that
valve.
as well.
Which is pretty cool. And I think especially during the holiday season, if you're looking for cool activities, if you're in the Houston area or in your local area, I'm sure there's a health museum, maybe not as dope as what we have going on here in Houston, Texas, but I encourage you to reach out and find a facility similar where you can get engaged in the sciences and learn a little bit more about science, the medical profession, and whatever cool exhibits they have. Y'all had some cool exhibits recently, right?
Oh, yes, we have the
What was the one that just passed that came through?
The
You said
Body
y'all have
Works.
the Body Works
we
exhibit, right?
have the body as a work of art.
Okay.
And we believe that your body is a work of art. And you have to be 18 in order to go into that one, but it is designed, a special designer by the Skin Deep. You went into the exhibit,
Yes.
but did you go through the whole exhibit? I wasn't too
I
sure
don't think
if
it
you
was
did.
it wasn't completely ready when I saw the beginning. They were just setting up, I think. But it was pretty cool.
But you have an opportunity to
Yes.
try on a bodysuit. And that bodysuit can be a female that's pregnant. It could be someone who has had cancer before.
So I don't think people are quite grasped. Okay, so I'll have to. So basically, these are bodies that have been dissected
No, she designed them.
or designed. I'm sorry,
Right.
But they're human
they
bodies.
were human person. It was a human person.
human being,
and
yeah.
she took every hair, every vein is the same as that person. And when you come through the exhibit, you have an educator who will tell you about that person. So, for instance, if it's one that's a pregnant woman, she will explain everything about the woman.
But it's actually like a
model.
It is a model. It is a human model.
A human model of
It's hard to
skin.
explain. You kind of just have to see it. It's really pretty cool. It's pretty, and it's very detailed. And like you said, I think it gives you an opportunity to experience the human body in a very
Unusual.
way. I think that's a great way to say it, because it's an actual suit that you could put on almost like a jacket
Yes.
or clothing, which is I know a little bit hard for people to grasp, but pretty cool.
Yeah.
And so people's experience have been wanting to
Go through.
experience.
Yes. It's from California, the designer. And we've had quite a few people that have come through. Not everyone wants to try on a suit of any kind, but it's an excellent opportunity to see how someone else might feel inside that body. There's a saying, you don't know how it is till you've walked in my moccasins. That's
Yeah.
very old. If someone is, for instance, blind, that's a test that some people sometimes do, where they cover their eyes to see or experience how somebody who's blind would have to go through life.
Yeah.
And so you have to have those feelings. And maybe sometime it's not for children, but sometime if children had an opportunity to see how somebody else is living, they wouldn't be bullying them.
True. No, I mean,
So
it's a super
all
cool
of it
exhibit.
comes together.
Yeah, y'all have had some really cool things come through there. I know you had the music and, well, it's not music and medicine, but it was like a biorhythms. And you guys have a lot of revolving exhibits. How often do exhibits move through there?
Every 6 months, an exhibit
Okay.
will come through. The biomusic was extraordinary because of the fact that, and you know how I feel about music. Music, I feel, it's a language of the world.
True.
No matter where you go, you don't have to know the language. If you hear the music, it will just give you a well feeling. It makes you feel soft, and when you're ill, just like you practice music in medicine, it does wonders for you. And so if we bring more music and things like that into our life, I think there'll be less stress.
I agree with you. But I think overall, y'all just have a lot of really cool and interesting
Yes.
exhibits. I always love when I come by to see you, and there's always something new to
We
see.
also have birthday parties, and you can rent the museum
You
out.
can. That's right. People have functions
They've
there and
had
parties.
wedding receptions, birthday parties, galas, because the museum is it has a large ground floor that people use for banquets.
Cool. Well, we appreciate you, and I think you've given us a wealth of things to think about today, and I love you, and I've learned so much from you through these years, and I'm so happy to have
I
you
learn
here.
from you every day.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know.
No,
but
I do.
I do, and I appreciate you, and I love you very much, and I'm so proud of all the work you've done your whole life, and even still going to this day. And it's always cool to come visit you. You always got something cool going on, especially over at the museum. So tell them again where they can come and find you in the DeBakey Cell Lab. Where's it located again?
It's located at 1515 Herman Drive. It's in the Medical District, Museum District, and you know that there's 21 museums in that district, and you can just walk to all of the museums. All of the museums in the Museum District are free on Thursdays, but in order to get into the DeBakey Cell Lab, there is a small charge for the DeBakey Cell Lab.
That's because y'all do so many amazing things over there. That's what's up. Well, y'all go holler at Mama Pinckney over at the DeBakey Cell Lab and the Health Museum. Again, I'm Dr. Kwanzaa, MD, and you are tuned into the Docs podcast. We are here each and every week to provide you with information on a number of health and wellness topics, and we appreciate you taking out your time today. Please go on over to iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and hit download again and search for Docs. And subscribe to our list. We love to talk with you more on a weekly basis and get to know you a little bit better. And I just want to thank you again for being here with us. And we'll see you next week. Thank you, guys.
It was a pleasure.
Great job, Mom.